gentlemen, this is our final match and our main event of New One, scheduled for one fall. Please welcome to the ring.
This match has been anticipated since the press release went out. One of the hottest talents in North America in Richmond, British Columbia tonight. It is Speedball Mike Bailey at NEW1.
Crowd-loving Brass Monkey by the Beastie Boys. They are singing along, they're having a great time.
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, he is considered one of the most sought-out indie wrestlers in North America. Tonight, he's making his NEW debut, weighing in at 185 pounds. Here is Speedball Mike Bailey.
And there he is, Speedball Mike Bailey, one of the most popular and dangerous independent wrestlers in the world today.
Speedball said, no problems. I am happy to become one of the most famous names in the Canadian scene, and he has done exactly that.
Speedball Mike Bailey has it all. He is a 10 out of 10, and this might be one of the biggest challenges Artemis Spencer has ever faced.
Two incredible athletes main eventing NEW1. You could not ask for a better match.
And now introducing his opponent.
And you have to remember, as gifted as Mike Bailey is in the martial arts, so too is Artemis Spencer, who is also a very revered specialist when it comes to jiu-jitsu and martial arts. This is a really intriguing matchup.
Considered by me to be one of the best technical wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest, he is the former ECCW champion, Defy champion, and NWA Canadian heavyweight champion from Maple Ridge, BC. Weighing in at 185 pounds, here is Artemis Spencer!
Artemis Spencer, beloved by this crowd, and with good reason. If you are a wrestling fan in the Pacific Northwest, if you're a wrestling fan in British Columbia, if you're a wrestling fan in Vancouver, this man has put on some of the best matches you've had the chance to see in the last 10 years.
He is the measuring stick in this region. Any wrestler that comes to the Pacific Northwest has to go through Artemis Spencer.
He's had classics with Sammy Guevara. He's had classics with Matt Riddle. Tonight, we are about to see a classic against Speedball Mike Bailey.
Spencer has been so dominant for so many years, you almost take him for granted. But tonight, you get an instant classic. Before they even lock up, you know what you're going to get here from Speedball Mike Bailey. And you know what you're going to get from Artemis Spencer.
There was huge anticipation for NEW1, Rob, from the moment the show was announced. But the moment this match was announced, that anticipation went to a completely different level.
Speedball Mike Bailey
Acquainting himself with the audience.
and they have waited for this match. Artemis Spencer patiently waited as well. And I don't know if this is the first tactic that we've seen in this match, but Mike Bailey saying, you're going to do this on my terms.
A little bit of gamesmanship from Speedball.
Tucking away his gi before we can get started.
The bell has rung and the main event is underway at NEW1. Spencer, Bailey, now.
So many competitors have taken their time trying to get locked up in the early stages of the matches that we've seen so far tonight. I wonder if these two men, once we get the handshake out of the way, come out flying right out the gate.
This sellout crowd is in for a treat.
There we go, quick strikes right off the hop as Speedball takes advantage. A little showmanship with some unnecessary flips there. My goodness, the speed of this match already.
When you're looking to gain a psychological edge that early, it's all necessary. Artemis Spencer taking a moment to think about it. A little siesta on the outside, walking through the crowd.
Well, you got to remember, this is a big match for Spencer as well. This is home turf. This is where he reigns supreme. Mike Bailey is from Quebec, from Montreal, and Artemis has got to be feeling the pressure of representing British Columbia. Spencer making his way back into the ring, sizing up Speedball Mike Bailey.
Bailey all smiles after that initial exchange.
Artemis Spencer, a champion up and down the West Coast, has not been able to defend his titles south of the border because of course, travel restrictions during the pandemic. Is that playing a factor in his mind right now? Talked about ring rust and other competitors over the course of the evening.
There are some Speedball fans here tonight in Richmond.
Speedball playing right to him. And what does that mean for Artemis Spencer? One of the most popular wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest. And here comes Speedball Mike Bailey, stealing part of his audience.
And that might be a bigger shot to Artemis Spencer than any chops to the chest in the early going of this match.
Already up there reclaiming his position at the top of the Pacific Northwest on those turnbuckles.
His pride has been challenged early.
This is a match that can go so many different ways. It's a 5-star match tonight in Richmond. Speedball and Artemis Spencer.
You just feel that anticipation when they get close to locking up.
I said it earlier in the night, but this is the king of the East Coast taking on the king of the West Coast. Who is the best independent wrestler in Canada? We will find out before the night is done.
Is it that big? Are we on to this stage? Somebody's walking out as the best in Canada?
I really believe so.
It's NEW1, Rob. Of course we are.
I'll take it. I got my pen dripping with ink right now. We'll lock them all in if we have to. Speedball on top. Artie trying to work out from the canvas.
Both these men excellent mat wrestlers.
This is almost going to feel part wrestling, part mixed martial arts. We have seen so many different styles tonight. What a thrill to be able to bring you NEW1.
And everybody here knows that Artemis Spencer can wrestle all of those styles in the same match. He's got a very deep well.
First time these two combatants have ever met. Stiff shot from Bailey, blocked by Spencer. This does not feel like your normal wrestling match tonight.
Well, the anticipation of the crowd, you can hear a pin drop.
And it is not for lack of excitement. Everybody in this building on the edge of their seat right now. We sold them the whole thing. They only need the edge.
619 action from Artie, catching the Speedball.
He went over the top rope. That's a 719.
I'll take it. Spencer up high, little slip, but he gets right back to the top rope. Met by Bailey, takedown. Speedball right back up. Oh, Artie with a chop. They're going to use every inch of this ring. You
Artemis
better believe
Spencer,
it.
so agile.
Shot hard right onto the jawline of Speedball Mike Bailey. Pin, 1, 2.
Frustration from Speedball now heading to the outside for a little siesta.
We haven't seen Speedball Mike Bailey tested like this very often. He has run roughshod on the East Coast, but tonight in Richmond, he's got a challenge.
Oh, big kick.
Again,
So
Rob,
dangerous.
Another first-time matchup. These two have never faced each other before.
A little frustration from the Speedball.
You have to know with both of their reputations, they are very, very familiar with you.
Back up to the ropes. Ooh, double knees right to the chest.
The aggression starting to come out on the faces of both men.
We've
They
seen, yeah,
are done playing around. There was perhaps some good spirits between the two of them as competitors to start that is quickly deteriorating.
we've seen that frustration early. That just tells you how much both these guys want to win the main event here tonight.
Oh boy, that's a big lead kick. Right to the chest of Spencer.
And staring him down right afterwards for a psychological edge, too. Snapmare.
Kick right to the spine. As there were a number of Speedball fans in this audience about 10 minutes ago, there might not be too many right now.
Working that lower back right now on Artemis Spencer. When Speedball Mike Bailey was announced, everybody wondered who was going to be his combatant, but there was no doubt that it had to be Artemis Spencer.
Like I said, Rob, this guy's the measuring stick in the Pacific Northwest. If a big talent's coming through, they're going to have to wrestle Artemis Spencer.
Shot. Everything has been stiff in this match so far. Right back from Spencer.
Just trading forearms back and forth. 3 in a row from Mike Bailey.
And just like earlier, we saw an early technical strategy devolve into a brawl before our very eyes. These are some heavy hitters.
Oh, a little. Almost challenged Mike Spencer, who said, give me your best.
He does not look impressed.
And you can see on their faces that every strike back and forth is like a revelation. As these two get to know each other, as you were about to say, Bowman.
They are getting to know each other real quick.
Oh, boy. Speedball playing dirty. Spencer out of the way. And a kick that drops Bailey.
A running knee from Artemis Spencer as he takes control once again. Big boot to the chest.
He can grapple, he can strike, he can fly. Artemis Spencer, an incredible talent. Stiff right hand.
Bailey hanging on the top rope. Spencer's out here, gonna go right up to the top and walk the line. Oh, what a maneuver that has Bailey grimacing in pain.
Top rope senton while Mike Bailey draped over the rope. That might be it.
Bailey's arm looked like it was wrenched dangerously in those ropes before Artie even took the turnbuckle.
You feel like there's 2 games going on, the standard wrestling match and then the mental mind game. All these guys anticipating their next move.
And that's when the strikes come in and that psychological edge, a lot easier to get when you're kicking the crap out of your opponent, Rob.
Both of their chests cherry red at this point.
There were plenty of smiles and respect on the faces of these 2 competitors before this match started. There is a lot of hatred in the eyes of these men now.
Because you can watch all the tape, you can watch all the film, but until you're in the ring with somebody, that's when you find out what they're all about.
Spencer, Speedball Mike Bailey. What a main event to cap off any W1 here tonight in Richmond.
As every single blow that Mike Bailey lands, he looks shocked that Artie has the heart to get back to his feet.
Oh my goodness. Kicking the air right out of his lungs.
I'm in awe, gents. I knew this was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Absolutely devastating offense from Speedball Mike Bailey.
Bailey sizing up Spencer, who finally gets back to his feet. Yet another devastating kick, and it almost seems like it's upsetting Spencer, who now comes back with a couple of kicks of his own, a third.
He'll take 1 to give 3, Rob.
Both these warriors showing off so many different skill sets, the martial arts, the ability to wrestle.
As you can see the welts beginning to form on the chest of Artemis Spencer. He has taken some devastating blows already in this match, but somehow it's he who has the upper hand right now. And oh my goodness, a running drop kick that takes them both to the outside.
I got a feeling Spencer's gonna be on the outside in a second as well. Right through the ropes into Mike Bailey.
A tope suicida.
Again, saying he's not gonna do it a second time. Over the top rope.
Tope con hero.
Oh, Mike Bailey.
Artemis Spencer taking a moment to soak in the adulation from the crowd, and that is all Mike Bailey needed for an incredible moonsault to the outside. Wow.
A middle rope moonsault. Incredible stuff. And you're right, this crowd was finally starting to fire up Artemis Spencer once again. Mike Bailey knew he had to put a stop to that right away.
Both Spencer and Bailey gasping for air, trying to find solace, reprieve in a match for the ages.
Referee, count 5.
Surely they'll find their way back into the ring. Both of them know what is at stake. An opportunity to win a main event at NEW One.
At this point, you want to take as much of that 10 count as you can to recuperate before you get back in that ring.
Cannot imagine.
And again, dead even. Neither man with the upper hand. They are neck and neck all the way along. They know they stopped the count. It's time to head right back outside.
This is chess. And that was chest.
Bailey's gonna get his kick. Right again on Spencer's cherry red chest. Look at the kick marks. This is more than just a match at this point.
There are no championship titles on the line here tonight, Rob. We do not have belts in NEW as of yet, but sometimes fighting for pride can be even bigger than fighting for a belt.
I have never seen so many stiff shots from Artemis Spencer. He's given, he's taken, and Mike Bailey has gone blow for blow. Wow.
Neither man really even seeming fazed by the offense they're taking. They just want the opportunity to trade it right back.
This is a brutal matchup of can you top this? Crowd in Richmond loves this slugfest.
Talked about the respect that these two had early in the match that slowly deteriorated into hatred. I think the more shots they exchange without either of them going down, that respect is coming right back.
Mike Bailey on the apron, double knees right into the chest. High-risk maneuver, and Bailey knocks it out of the park.
And you think of all the damage that's been done to that chest with those devastating kicks from Mike Bailey. That had to have a huge impact.
Spencer at the top. Bailey trying to finesse him, but Spencer gets the takedown. Spencer with the 4th straight opportunity to drop a pinfall. Nobody can get that third call.
That is just how quickly these two could shift their strategies. They were kicking the crap out of each other's chests moments ago. Now they're going for pinfall attempts.
Spencer, Speedball up. But Speedball found him. Full 360 right onto the chest. I don't know how much more punishment Spencer can take to that chest.
Standing moonsault, double knees to the already heavily damaged red chest of Artemis Spencer.
Bailey now has Spencer up to the top rope again.
He was looking for this not long ago. Let's see if he can get it this time.
And
he
did.
does.
That has to be it. Spencer kicks out. Bailey's got to be frustrated. He knew he had that one in the bag.
As Speedball goes back to the top rope.
360 double knees into the back.
Shooting
this
star knee
has to
driver.
be it. Spencer's got a grip on the rope.
The ring awareness of
Wow.
Artemis Spencer, incredible to see. And Mike Bailey about to rip out his hair. What do you do now if you're Mike Bailey?
A younger man, some of the younger talent that we've seen so far this evening might not have the mind to grab that rope, might not know exactly where they are. That is the veteran prowess of a man like Artemis Spencer, who's been in countless situations like this before.
Bailey sizing up Spencer, who is absolutely efforting for every breath he takes. What a match.
Bailey's gonna have to go deep into his bag of tricks now.
Bailey looking at the crowd.
Looking out at the crowd that's increasingly in support of Artemis Spencer. How do you not respect the damage he's taken and how he keeps coming forward?
As Speedball almost in shock that they're not cheering for him.
Oh, Spencer caught him, now has him gripped by the hair. He's got a handful of toupee.
This stage in the match, a springboard is such a dangerous maneuver,
Wow.
and we're about to see why.
Oh, the weight of the canvas.
What a Spanish fly.
2 again. Bailey kicks out, and Spencer not wasting any moment. He knows every second so valuable. He's gonna go up again.
Spencer staying on top of him, not being frustrated.
And Bailey says, no, sirree.
Savvy maneuver from Speedball there to get himself out of harm's way. He knew he was one move away from this match being over.
Both of these wrestlers have been inches away from defeat.
We saw and have seen both of these men putting their hearts on full display, just eating offense back and forth and standing and taking it for their opportunity to give it right back. Perhaps a little bit of cowardice from Speedball Mike Bailey the later we get into this match.
They're out by the merchandise table. They're at the back. They're near the front entrance.
Getting up close and personal with the NEW fans.
Speedball and Artemis back and forth. Wait a second. Spencer trying to size him up. Bailey sitting down in row 7 right now, taking more kicks and more kicks. Spencer wants the crowd involved.
And he does not have to work hard to get them involved.
Up and through the table he goes!
I hope you bought a t-shirt at intermission.
I hope they have inventory for that merch.
Unbelievable maneuver. Bailey can't believe that Spencer went right through the table.
Artemis Spencer's leg twitching as he gets back to his feet.
Speedball very quickly understands that if he gets back into the ring, he might be able to get a count out.
And he has no problem taking a win from a count out.
Spencer in the 6th, maybe the 7th row at this point.
Crowd rallying behind him, trying to get him back into the ring.
Trying to find his way back to the ring. Trying to find the just resolve to one more time get back into that ring with Speedball Mike Bailey and somehow find a way to a victory tonight.
It is a miracle that Artie can even stand right now.
Count at 7.
Never mind move his feet as he inches closer.
Mike Bailey thinks he's got this.
Artie just beat the count that was at 9, and Speedball grabs him by the hair. No, they can't possibly be going back up to the top rope again.
He broke the count. Speedball's looking to break his spirit.
Speedball showing his true colors the later we get in this match. Running to the outside, hoping to take a count-out victory.
What a forearm shot from the top rope. The gasps in the crowd.
Perhaps honor flies out the window when you realize you've met your match.
A big slap to the face. And now a stiff elbow. Another one. Face to face, and boy, Spencer.
He is in a precarious position now.
Possibly take any more. Just more punishment to the chest. One kick after another. Spencer in a very prone position, now taking shots right to the neck, the ear. But Spencer refusing to give up, and now a stiff shot to Bailey, and another one.
What perseverance from Artemis Spencer.
Headbutt. Both of these guys have been on the 2nd or 3rd turnbuckle for well over a minute now. And now, digging in deep. Oh my goodness. Speedball had visions of a suplex from the top rope, but slips. Spencer now gonna go up to the top shelf. Stands upright, can't believe the opportunity in front of him. And 2 knees right to the back of the Speedball. Right on the top of the head, Spencer could have gone for the pinfall, but he's going right back upstairs again.
He wants to end this very hotly contested matchup with a flourish, and there it was.
He got him! unbelievable match.
Incredible. And this crowd is on their feet at the gaming stadium in Richmond. Wrestling is back in the Pacific Northwest.
They cannot believe what they've just seen, and to be perfectly honest with you boys, neither can I. I talked about this before the match as a matchup between the two kings of Canada in the independent scene. Artemis Spencer has just crowned himself as the top talent in this country.
We'll be back on October the 9th for NEW2 on behalf of all of the sponsors, everybody from the gaming stadium, Jordan Bowman, Justin Morissette. I am Rob Fay. Good night from NEW1.